Lara, lovely having you here. I have to say, I'm going to share something very quickly with you. I went to her daughter's birthday party, and it was the most amazingly organized birthday party. And that shows you how much of a hands-on mom she is.
Thank you, Mandira.
No, really. I sent you a message after that saying
Yes,
that was
you
one of the
did.
best birthday parties I went to. And that just shows what a great mom she is. And frankly, you
Thank
must be
you.
getting this a lot because I get it too. You don't look like a mom. I mean, what are
I know.
moms supposed
Well,
to look like?
we're new age moms.
Yes.
This is what we look like.
This is what we
the
look
new
like.
age mom looks like.
So I've interviewed Lara so many times in many other different capacities, but it's lovely to be interviewing you as a mom. And we're going to speak about mom things today.
Yes, of course.
Yes. So let's get right to it. What is the best moment that you've had as a mom?
Okay, before we start this, I have to say that obviously as an actor, you end up doing a lot of events and you do a lot of endorsements, but very rarely are events that you do something that are really, really fun. So in my view today, I don't know about anybody else who's here, but in my view today, I think I'm at a really fun event. And I hope you think you are too. Obviously, when you become a mom, the diaper takes on a whole new meaning in your life. I mean, this is almost like a character in your life. It becomes center stage. And walking, I mean, they handed me a pack of Pampers standing behind and they said, "Is it okay? Are you comfortable?" I said, "You don't realize how comfortable I am. This is a really regular, visual of walking around with with a packet of Pampers in my hand." And as you know, I mean, for me especially, ever since I've had Saira, it's been 3.5 years. And as mothers, we're constantly on the lookout, for things that are just going to make our lives a little bit easier. But at the same time, it's good and beneficial to the child. And I was sharing this with somebody else. My husband, I think one of the very few times that Mahesh has ever given me any amount of grief is when I asked him when he was coming back. I think he was coming back from London after the London Masters. And I said, "Oh my God, you're coming back. Can you please go to Sainsbury's and buy me these Pampers in that size? And can you make sure you're bringing back about 10 packets of it?" And I think that literally was the straw that broke the camel's back. He was like, "Sure, I'm going to be picking up my tennis kit, my suitcase, and a packet of Pampers. That's going to be like the visual that I want everyone to be left with Mahesh Bhupati." No, but that's said and done.
But he's done that, hasn't he?
He's done it, of course. As a parent, you do things you never imagine you'll do.
And tell us about that moment where he actually
Exactly.
he actually
So
did the deed.
Yeah, picking up a packet of diapers from a conveyor belt is all very well, but a father attempting to change his child's diaper for the first time is a moment as a mother that provides you with so much of mirth and enjoyment. And in those days that seem like they're endless and you haven't slept for I don't know how many hours and days, walking in, I still remember this. So it was the very first time that I'd stepped out of the house on a work commitment. And I think Saira must have been, she wasn't tiny. She was about maybe 3.5 months old. And I was awarded something in Delhi, so I had to go and receive it. And Mahesh came along with me and brought Saira. And I was downstairs at the award ceremony for about 2 hours. And then I walked back into my suite to see a sign, of a visual of Mahesh standing there with this diaper in his hand, Saira screaming her head off. I mean, it was pandemonium. He had absolutely no clue what to do.
But he did it.
Well, with a little bit of help, with a little bit of help, but he did it.
But as a mom, as a parent, you feel it's nice that, husbands are contributing and they can contribute. It's a lovely family moment, wouldn't you say?
I would say, and this is something, I mean, this is what brings you closer as parents. These are things that you bond over with your child. I mean, at the time when you're looking at it, a smelly, diaper with whatever is not the most romantic, you would say, aspect or moment. But those are the things that bring you closer as family.
Absolutely. Can you share with us one of your best moments, your best feelings that you've shared with Saira as a mom? I mean, your best moment with Saira, perhaps.
Well, I think, every day, and you know this, Mandira, every day brings its challenges, right? Every day brings some really incredible moments that you can have with your child. And I think the one thing for me, the fact that Saira is a really sorted kid, she's a really happy child. I've made sure that I've created an environment for her in which she feels stable and secure. So just watching her every day, wake up happy, run around the house, run around getting ready for school, with a smile on her face. These are things that make you feel that, okay, I'm not doing too bad as a mom, I've got this covered. And one of the things that I really, really love about her, I know I was standing backstage and I hear you talking about it a lot, and I think as a mother, the first time, one of the first things that you really experience when they give you your baby to hold on to is, of course, how delicate and how vulnerable they are, but how incredibly soft they are.
Their skin.
It's that
say
skin.
There is nothing softer than baby
exactly.
skin, right?
And you envy it. And I know we're talking about diapers today, but that is a really, really, really important product in a mother's life because, your baby skin is so soft and is so, susceptible to any kind of chafing and dryness and things like that, that you're constantly on the lookout for a diaper that's going to make sure that it's, keeping that softness intact, not leaving your baby wet. And honestly, trust me, if a diaper is giving you, I wouldn't even call it a whole night's sleep, but 6 hours of good sleep in a night.
We'll take it.
I'll take it for sure.
So would you say that you are a Pampers mom? So would you say that you found that product that was softest for Saira's skin, for your baby's
Pampers Premium Care Pants changed my life, I'll tell you this. It really actually gave me a semblance of myself back. As when you're a child, everybody knows it here who's a parent. When your kids are really small, there are only two things that actually wake a baby up. One is a wet diaper, the second is if they're hungry. So if the wet diaper is taken care of, and
the hunger part we can take care of.
the hunger part if the mother can take care of,
yes.
But the wet diaper, if that is taken care of, and I think, Pampers has proven itself now for a really, really over a long time to be a product that is totally dependable. And, I used to make Mahesh bring me premium care pants back whenever we used to travel overseas. So I cannot tell you how happy I am. And I think it's going to make every single mother's life here so much more convenient that it's now available in India. I think it's amazing.
So softest for baby skin, the softest possible diaper that there is, amazingly dry, gives your baby and you 6 hours of sleep at a stretch. But other than that, what do you think is one of the coolest features of this product?
Well, I think of this particular product, one of the coolest features that I think it has is the wetness indicator. I think, normally as moms, new moms, you are a little confused.
Yeah, you're always doing that.
I know.
Is it heavy?
And it's really, exactly. And it's really awkward when you're out in public and you're reaching under your kids' clothes, like literally reaching out in the blind, trying to figure out whether a child needs to have a diaper change or not. So I think it's fantastic, that you have an indicator. It's a really convenient thing for a mom to have, or parent to have. Actually, let's be politically correct and involve our fathers in the rearing of our kids. I think it's a fantastic indication to have, so then your child needs a diaper change, you're ready to go, and it keeps the child happy as well, longer hours just to play, just to have that, completely undisturbed playtime that they can really enjoy.
My favorite and I think the coolest feature is it's got baby lotion on it.
How cool is that?
So that apart from softest, driest with the wetness indicator, it's protecting as well. It's protecting the amazing skin that we've been talking about, baby skin, right? What are your final thoughts on the product? I've got I know what you like about it. I know you're the best person to endorse it because you've used it right through. But what are your final thoughts on the product?
Well, I'd like to leave everyone here with a little bit of a story, actually, a diaper story, if I may. I shared this just now recently with one of the journalists that interviewed me. So one of my most I wouldn't say fun memories. I think one of my most challenging memories with Saira is we accompanied Mahesh to Beijing for one of his tournaments. And it was just Saira, me, and Mahesh. And I decided that was probably my only opportunity to see the Great Wall of China. And Mahesh couldn't make it because he had a match that he was playing that day early in the morning. So I strapped Saira into the baby carrier and I put on my sneakers and I went to the Great Wall of China. And of course, we've all seen pictures of the Great Wall of China, but climbing it is a whole different experience. So when I got there, I obviously realized what I'd gotten myself into. And if anybody has ever been there, try doing it with a baby strapped onto you. I mean, seriously, it's
You're a very brave lady.
To another level.
Yes.
No, but that's all very well, except that at the fact that at a really high part of the Great Wall of China, Saira decided that she needed a diaper change. And she did some stuff in the diaper that everybody on the Great Wall of China could smell. So here I was, there was no option of going going back down, finding a restroom or a baby-friendly whatever. So I literally unhooked her with one hand. I had the baby in one hand, diaper in the other hand, and I attempted this and was successful with it on the Great Wall of China.
That's what you call a super mom. This is like, you just did a superhero deed out there.
No,
well done.
Those are the moments where you tap yourself on the back. But I honestly, let me also rephrase it and add that the diaper was Pampers. And the only reason that I could do it was because it was so damn convenient to put on. Otherwise, it would have been a complete disaster.
Fantastic, fantastic. That's a lovely, lovely last thought to leave us with.